exciting city. It attracts, it entices. A city where the people, their customs and vitality are enough to attract and satisfy those in search of color and excitement. It offers a variety of cultural entertainment, a kaleidoscopic view of the pulse and vitality of a new Nigeria. Lagos, because of its wetland topography, attracts people from all parts of the world, a very fertile ground for commerce. The early settlers established business contacts with Portuguese traders who came to Nigeria in 1472 and 1482 and gave Lagos its present name. Lagos has since become an important port for the exchange of products from the hinterland with imports from overseas. The network of the various indigenous trade routes accounted for the remarkable growth of Lagos as a trade center between 1862 and 1960. With independence, the government expanded on the solid foundation laid in the pre-independence days by encouraging orderly industrial estates and the provision of basic infrastructures to support the growing industries. From its humble beginning as a fishing and farming settlement, Lagos has experienced phenomenal growth and transformation to become one of Africa's largest and most important commercial and industrial cities. At present, Lagos is Nigeria's leading manufacturing, commercial and financial center, as well as being the major port. It accounts for 80% of the value of imports into Nigeria and well over half the value added by manufacturing activity in the country. Historical and location factors have been responsible for the dominant position of Lagos. It owes a great deal of its economic prosperity to its favorable geographical location. The importance of Lagos to the national economy is further reflected in its growing share of the total GDP. As the hub of Nigeria's business and economic activities, Lagos remains the nation's biggest commercial city even after the relocation of the Federal Capital Territory to Abuja. According to extant political records, Lagos is to the people of Nigeria what the head is to the body. With a population of almost 10 million and a growing rate of 5% per annum, according to the United Nations Regional Master Plan, Lagos ranks as the most densely populated city in Nigeria. It is envisaged that by the year 2015, Lagos would have grown to become one of the mega cities in the world. Lagos International Trade Fair is the premier international trade fair in Nigeria. The spectacular 10-day event, which usually begins on the first Friday in November of each year, started in 1981. The Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry took over the organization of the fair in 1986. Within this period, the Lagos International Trade Fair has grown tremendously in popularity to become the leading forum for trade and business promotions in Nigeria and indeed in Africa. In recognition of its great importance and usefulness, increasing number of exhibitors and visitors from all over Nigeria and the world are taking keener interest in and patronizing the Lagos International Trade Fair. The fair is organized by the oldest and most influential chamber of commerce in Nigeria, that is, the Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry. The chamber comprises the cream of Nigeria's top business organizations and personalities who are able and ready to enter into business interactions with their counterparts from all over the world. The 2005 Lagos International Trade Fair did not take off on the first Friday of November as customary. This was because of the ECOWAS Trade Fair held within the complex few weeks earlier. The Lagos Trade Fair, however, took off on Friday, 11th November 2005 amidst pomp and pageantry at the Lagos International Trade Fair complex, Lagos Badagry Expressway. It has as its theme global trade and business networking. By the Minister of Commerce, Ambassador A.D. Idris Waziri, on behalf of the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Chief Olusegun Obasanjo, GCFR. The ceremony was graced by top government functionaries, representatives of the organized private sector, and members of the diplomatic corps. In his address of welcome, the President of the Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Chief Olushola Faleye, FCA, dwelt more on the theme of the fair.
The theme was chosen to underscore the significance of trade and globalization to economic development. Trade in this context connotes not just import, but also export. The exchange and flow of technology, capital, investments and services, and so on are also important ramifications of trade. All these are major variables which impinge on the balance of payment position and the economic prosperity of the nation. With globalization, imports used in production will be cheaper and ultimately result in lower production costs, cheaper products for consumers, and the eventual strengthening of the competitiveness of local firms. The truth is that we need imports such as machinery, equipment, technology, to increase our capacity for exports and get the best from the global trade and business networking. Let me emphasize once more that trade should not be seen as synonymous with importation of finished goods. The increasing mobility of capital, the lowering of transportation costs, reduction in trade barriers, and the growing capital and investment flows present new opportunities for developing countries. Over the years, the level of global trade has grown significantly. In 2003, for instance, the value of global